And on the line we have Chris King along with Joe, and they're going to talk to us about some great things happening at the show. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning, Mike. I'm here with Joe. We've got a little bit more of an interesting subject to talk about this morning.
Okay.
Joe, you tell Mike.
Hey, Mike, it's Joe Kelly. How you going?
Oh, hi, Joe. Oh, Joe Kelly. G'day. I'm going well, thanks. How are you, Joe?
I'm good. Chris has asked me to have a bit of a yarn about learning the Macleay.
You've got a new initiative happening, haven't you? A new initiative in the Macleay. That's great. Learning the Macleay. What's it all about?
So Learning the Macleay is a social impact and community-led program, and we're about trying to make systems change better for community. So we are funded by the state and federal government, but it's about how do we untie the red tape that government has so that community can benefit better.
So, let me just ask a little question here. How are you going to implement this? Are you going into schools or are you going to have workshops? How are you going to do this?
So we have 3 community connectors, and it's their job to get out into community to get the information. We currently have a survey that wind just blew over something. We have a survey that's live now that we'll send to you guys to put up on your Facebook page, but that's the way we're collecting information. Later on this month, we're going into communities as well. So we're going out to South West Rocks, out to Crescent Head, out to Stewart's Point to have yarns as well as have workshops in Kempsey.
And what is the age group that you're going to be working with?
We work with young people through to elders, but we're also looking at how we engage with schools. So we work closely at the moment with Kempsey High and their local ASCG, and how we can get them involved in events and activities in community as well.
So do you have discussions with elders to help implement this?
So we have, we're in the process of setting up a Coalition of Aboriginal People Organisations committee, and that will then allow us to have engagement with elders to get the information from stories. Not that we don't know some of it, but we don't know all of it as well.
So this is really across the greater community as well. It's not just the Aboriginal community. It's involving everyone.
Yeah, so Learning the Macleay focus statement is around trying to shift the paradigm between education and justice for children, young people and community members across the Macleay Valley. So we work with all members of our valley.
I think this is a very important activity. We all need this in the Macleay, and this will go to school, it will go to workshops. Where else are you going to implement this?
So all of the month of April, we'll be doing our consultations and engagement in the community. In June, we're looking at having what we're calling the Learning the Macleay Forum, and we will get government, community, non-government, all sitting at the table together to look at what comes out of the survey, but also what's the next 3 years that we want to be working on.
So, Mike, I think this is something that's needed in the Valley. What do you think?
I think it's a major undertaking. It's going to be fantastic for all the community, as Joe said. Everybody involved in the community will benefit from this, and and you've got to talk about things, haven't you? You've got to do a bit of yarning to get things off the ground and get understanding happening. Is that right?
And do you have any questions for Joe? Because this is a new venture here. This is all new.
We're one of 10 sites across Australia doing this program, and we've been doing work for about 18 months now, but it's more that foundational work to start with, because we didn't want to go out until we knew what we were doing ourselves and how we work across the community.
And how's it being funded?
It's been funded by the federal government and state government.
Wow.
And the federal government have made a commitment to this initiative until 2029. So they've put their money where their mouth is.
Terrific.
In terms of making sure that there's a bit of sustainability.
This is so positive for the Macleay. It's going to help the whole community.
Yeah. So we're working at the moment with a family who were impacted by the 2019 fires, and they somehow been dropped off the system. So we're trying to get them back into the system because there's a whole lot of stuff that they don't have that they should already have because of being put through the gap.
I think we're actually looking to the future.
Yes.
We're making the future work for us.
And it's about how do we amplify the voice of community? Because community have the solution. We just need to sit down and talk about it, and government just provide assistance through different funding to allow that to happen.
It's about activating the community, I think.
Yep.
Getting the community to start working with their friends, with their families, with everybody, and creating a better community.
Yep. That's it, because that's what it's all about.
Mm.
Hey, Joe, whereabouts are you at the showgrounds? In that little hall, the first hall on the left?
We're in the second hall from the gate.
Okay.
And then we're at the front of the balloon bus.
Okay, fine. I
On the
saw
left.
that this morning, yeah. Yep.
So I'd suggest, if there's anybody out there, and there will be plenty of people out there with questions, come in and have a little chat with Joe and see what's going on, and maybe your future will change.
Yep, and that's what it's about. It's, we're shaking the trees of government. We're poking the bear to make it respond to us. And we can only do it if we get the voice of community.
Oh, scary girl, scary girl.
Joe, thank you
Okay.
very much.
Let's all poke the bear.
Yes.
Chris, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Joe.
Thank you, Mike.
And have a good Kempsey show. It's going to be fantastic out there. All the
It's a
things.
beautiful day.
Have you been down to see
that's
the
good.
Have you been down to see the moo cows yet, Chris?
Not yet. We're about to go and see the chooks, the moo cows, the horses, and the flowers.
Okay, I need some noises
see you
from. I need
soon.
some background noises from the cows, so we can get a bit of ambience happening here at the station.
I don't do farm noises, but
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Chris. Bye bye.
okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.